Sometimes I really feel like people have lost sight of what a really good, healthy relationship looks like. Maybe because they've been surrounded by toxic ones of other people's and all of their drama and stuff going on. Sometimes it's because you're so busy trying to untangle the mess that you might be in with somebody else. Sometimes it's because you're so attached to somebody who is really unhealthy. And it makes you really forget what a healthy relationship actually looks like. So recently I was at my friend's wedding, as you might have heard, and I had to read a poem called The Art of Marriage. And it's really good. And I want to read it to you because it's a really good reminder of what a healthy, good relationship actually is like and the type of relationship that you should be striving to create. Okay, so you can use this poem as a gauge of how far off you are, basically. And you can also use it as a vision, as a creation, so that you can feel into what this might be like. Okay, so this is called The Art of Marriage by Wilfrid Arlen Peterson. Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It's never going to sleep angry. It's at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue throughout the years. It's having the mutual sense of values and common objectives. It's standing together and facing the world. It's forming a circle of love that gathers the whole family. It's doing things for each other, not just in the attitude of duty and sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It's speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It's not looking for perfection in each other. It's cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humour. It's having the capacity to forgive and forget. It's giving each other an atmosphere in which the other can grow old. It's a common search for the good and the beautiful. It's establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it's also being the right partner. And I think that last line is so important because we forget while we're so busy wanting the other person to change, we also forget that we have to show up to be the right partner too. And I think whenever you're grounded in yourself and you know who you are and you feel safe in your own body and there's that emotional safety in the relationship, you naturally are giving, loving, open, caring. You naturally do those things because you want to. But when there is no emotional safety in the relationship, it's really hard to be in your loving, giving self, right? So don't beat yourself up if you haven't been able to be, in your eyes, the right partner. You haven't been able to be open, loving. Because if there is no emotional safety, you go into defensiveness. And this is where it's really important to do the work, to be with somebody who wants to be curious about their triggers, wants to be curious about themselves, wants to be curious about your triggers, wants to do the work, wants to have a conscious relationship, right? Because this is how we can overcome the challenges that will inevitably occur in any relationship. There's always going to be differences. There's always going to be things that annoy you about the other person. But in a healthy relationship, you're able to have the ability to accept the other as they are and the understanding that you together will work through the problems and the difficulties as a team. I think that one of the foundations of a healthy relationship is feeling into your own sense of self, is having your own sense of self, is being grounded in your own sense of self-worth. When you have these things, you are pretty unshakable when it comes to relationships. You are so much better able to be yourself when you have that felt sense of safety, right? And if you don't have that, you'll look for it in the other person and they will consistently disappoint you. And that's not to say that there shouldn't be some dependence, as it says in that poem, on the other person, but it should be mutual. And you are better able to know what you need and know how you want to depend on this person and how you want to depend on yourself when you have that strong sense of self. So if you want to grow in that sense of love and confidence for yourself and with yourself, that is going to be the foundation of this healthy, loving, beautiful marriage or relationship that you want to create. This is something that I work on with my clients. It is a beautiful journey. It's not always easy, which is why I think it's so important to have somebody to walk with you on this journey, somebody who gets it, somebody who's also been there, somebody who knows the nuance and the complexity of life and these emotions. This is what I do with my clients. And let me tell you, it is transformational because you shed old skin, you shed old layers. You evolve, you grow, you let go of things and people that no longer serve you and the person that you want to be. And sometimes it's scary. And that's why it's so good to have somebody walk with you, mirror back to you where you are safe, how you can find your own safety in yourself so that you can then take that into your relationships and create something incredible. So if you'd like any more information about what I do, how you can work with me, I currently have a 30% discount on my coaching. So if you'd like any more information about that, you can find out in the link below and look for the different coaching options that I've got. I've got 4 sessions, 8 sessions, 12 sessions, and 1 session if you want to do a single session. There is a 30% discount, which is August 30 is the discount code, so you can use that until the end of August. I'd love to meet you, and if I don't meet you in coaching, then maybe I'll see you in the Heartbreak Healers Club. It's a beautiful space, and if not, then I'll see you in the next video.